Hello, I'm Uncle Chen. Recently, after Easter, many churches have been holding baptism ceremonies around Easter, right? Why do we need to get baptized? I don't know if you've ever thought about why we need to get baptized. I've heard many people say that sometimes, in some churches, when you get baptized, it becomes another term called joining the church. So, am I getting baptized just to join the church? Also, sometimes I watch some celebrities or documentaries and they mention, wow, you can actually get baptized in the Jordan River. Wow, that's so cool. And you get to travel as well. After thinking about it, there's a certificate, right? I mean, when I get baptized at my own church by Pastor Hui, what is it? Just a simple thing, right? Of course, going to the Jordan River to get baptized is like 90,000 times better. So, is it just because I don't have money that I have to go to a local river and can't go to the Jordan River? I have to do it at my own local church, and it feels so unfair. So, if you're rich, you get to go to the Jordan River? Hey, it's really impressive, right? Actually, when you talk about baptism, if you want to get into complex theological discussions, I have plenty to say. But to put it simply, back in Jesus' time, it was straightforward. Once you believed, you got baptized immediately. So why do we have to complicate things so much nowadays? We'll have a chance to discuss this more with everyone later. But nowadays, in most churches, when you get baptized in the church, I think they also give you membership. They make you a member of that church. What does that mean? When you get baptized, it means that the church acknowledges your faith and you declare your commitment to continue attending or fulfill other requirements the church may have. By getting baptized, you also publicly acknowledge that you genuinely believe in Jesus, that is, your faith. After going through certain procedures, it's considered quite stable, and you are also willing to continue growing. So after you get baptized, you then join that faith community. Joining that faith community can officially be considered a step towards becoming part of our big family. Of course, from a more formal perspective, joining this big family means becoming a member. Being a member doesn't just mean you can participate in, for example, voting at those member meetings. You can also take on certain services and so on. I think it's reasonable, meaning that the church acknowledges your faith and you are willing to stay. You have also publicly acknowledged this matter. Thus, you become a member. Become part of their family, and as part of their family, they might ask you to help with more dedicated and important tasks. This is simple and understandable. As for whether you need to be like Jordan or something cool like that, well, if your faith is genuine. So, theoretically, after you believe, you will join a faith community to steadily learn about love and grow within that community. If you are baptized like that, first, no one verifies your faith, and second, after acknowledging it, you don't join a faith community. You just believe on your own without being part of any community. We can talk about these opportunities later. If your faith is stable and in the right direction, you will naturally join a faith community, engaging in fellowship and service there. Ultimately, you should find a local church to attend. Of course, if you were baptized in a river, you don't need to be baptized again. Then you might not need to join as a member, right? Well, but there are things like transferring membership, or you can confirm your faith and see the situation of the church. You can also join in another way, speaking of the church. If you need to become a member, then, well, should you be baptized in the Jordan River? I think this question should be left to you to decide. But the most important thing is that you understand the meaning of baptism. Ah, what it means to join. Most importantly, the significance of joining a faith community. If you clearly understand these things, then you'll know where you should be baptized. After listening, you can leave your thoughts in the comments below, or if you have other questions, feel free to continue asking.